Alright, good evening everyone. I hope we're all doing well today. We are skipping with the welcome screen because honestly, I'm kind of not really feeling it as much. I don't think there's really an issue with going straight into the game like this. I don't really spend a lot of time sort of doing like pre-chat at the start of the stream, so I think it's fine to just jump straight in. But yeah, we're back with Black Myth Wukong. It has been a hot minute, which I find myself saying quite often when we come back to this game, but yeah, no, it really has this time. Ah, man, I can't believe my starting soon stuff takes like as long as it does. What I might actually start doing is the moment the stream warning pops up saying, hey, it's 3 minutes, you know, your first ad will start soon. I may just like have it go. I may just then go, nah, actually I'm gonna run it right now. Wukong getting sick. Oh, hey, Cappy. Yeah, just in time. Yeah, I'm thinking I'll sort of take that approach. That is looking... The subtitles are quite dark. Are they okay? Are they completely cutting off, or is it just because the game's really dark? I'm sure they're fine. Yeah, sorry. Also, how are you doing, Cappy? Yeah, so... Yeah, I might start the ad, sort of the pre-ad, earlier, just so it spends a bit less time, because I find myself spending so long in the stream starting soon screen. So yeah, where were we? We were... Ah yeah, we were going down like this sort of mountain... This mountain trail. We fought the weird head things. Which I'll come back for a bit once I'm... Nice, nice, no worries.
适才，那位朱长老跟你说了什么悄悄话？我且不计较从前血债，他倒好，竟还有如此大的敌意。这山里山外到处都是哥哥的手下，猴哥哥务必跟紧我。
Stay close to me, kind
从
monkey.
前，哥哥常与我在这山间玩耍，那
Yeah.
六剑将还会逗我们开心，好生快活。此处有洞能过，我先行，猴哥哥径自往前处去。
So I'm thinking that once Black Myth Wukong's done, I have a plan to start a new playthrough of something when my when my affiliate anniversary comes up at the end of August. But any time between finishing this and then, I probably won't do another Road to 10,000 in that meantime. I'll just do like game dev and speedruns. Take like a break from this kind of content. Because I've been really enjoying the game dev, and the speedrun stuff I've been lacking.
他就在那儿。哥哥的三昧真火实在厉害，上山的路都已封死了。要灭此火，须得用到母亲的芭蕉扇。可是母亲她……随我来。
Yeah, I'm following. I'm coming with you. It's a pretty game.
从这里跳下，有条密道通往母亲的寝宫，她应该还在里面。母亲一向溺爱哥哥，怎肯轻易交出扇子？
So what am I just to jump down there? Oh, I don't like falling in games. I'm glad it cut to the cutscene. Doing alright like usually. That's good to hear. Also, I call bullshit on being able to survive that fall. I have fallen much smaller distances and taken a lot of damage.
也是母亲的故里。如能再请她出山，与我们一同劝说母亲，借出芭蕉扇的机会，就能再大胆。
Ooh, ow.
自己当心啊！
We're not really reading the lesser Yaoguais anymore, steering. We'll read the big ones for the story, but I'm kind of done with reading the little ones. Oh wow, that was just almost instant kill. That's awesome. Yeah, like, I'm still gathering my feelings about this game. Sort of. Like, I remember thinking originally it was like going to be sitting around maybe an 8 or a 9, but I actually don't think it's that. Like, it's good. But I actually think it's just that. It's good. It's like... To me, it's just like... It's just felt like a less interesting God of War 2018. God of War 2018 is a solid, like, 8 or 9 out of 10. And I just don't think it's as good as that. But I have something to read here. Oh, quick as fire, fast as wind when I beat them. In bygone days, there were two ruffians wandering the city, always spending their nights beneath the same section of the city wall, thus forming a close bond. With no attachments or concerns, they acted recklessly and without restraint. One time, during their robbery of a wealthy young master, they accidentally killed him, leading to their joint sentencing to death by beheading, their execution scheduled in the autumn. While imprisoned, one ruffian said to the other, "We've had a carefree life, and if we must die, so be it. It's a pity we won't be able to enjoy ourselves together anymore." The other ruffian replied, "If you wish to continue our fun together, it's not impossible. I am a descendant of the Falling Head clan, and possess some tricks." He then whispered a set of skills into his companion's ear. Come autumn, the two were beheaded in public square. As the executioner sprayed wine and swung his blade, their heads fell to the ground, but suddenly flew in the air, much to the astonishment of the cheers of the onlookers. Afterwards, the two heads flew into the mountains and became jaguars, one named Quick as Fire, the other named Fast as Wind. That was the boss we fought last time. I do remember fighting that. And it not really being that bad. Bring it on. Searing fire and scorching fire. I'm saying not quite enough of a differentiation there. So, like, when I think of this compared to God of War, what does this have? So, God of War and this game are both very, very pretty. They're both cinematic. They both have a fairly simplistic combat style with, like, you know, the upgrade paths and everything. But I do find God of War just more... I find its combat more compelling, more engaging. Obviously, I like the story and the characters more. Like, this one's sort of, you know, cool enough. But when I think of, like, this, and maybe again you need to have more of an understanding of, like, a lot of Chinese mythology to appreciate something. Not to necessarily get it, because, like, whoever actually gets Souls games. But, like, when I think of, like, what I really love about Dark Souls, I love the world building. Not necessarily the story, but the world building, and I love the characters that inhabit it. I'm sort of not that, you know, the world building's kind of interesting, but I'm just not that sold on it. And the characters, there are some cool characters. Shoot. Oh, fuck. And then sometimes bullshit. I find it's very easy to get caught up with a lot of bullshit to happen in this game as well. I don't know. I think it's good / great. Somewhere between a 7 and an 8. We'll see how the final act goes. Maybe I'm getting maybe it's just because of the stream burnout. And, like, playing it so piecemeal. Maybe that's affecting it. I don't know, though. But I certainly wouldn't have considered this anything close to a Game of the Year winner when I look at the 2024 list. Like, I think part of the problem as well is, like, you know, they're going for a more God of, like, the thing about Souls games, with the exception of Sekiro, I guess, but Sekiro is very sort of, is a bit different in that. Like, the Destined one in this game is incredibly uninteresting. He has no dynamism to it, as opposed to, say, Kratos, who is like the heart and soul of God of War. You know, the game is part of the reason God of War 2018 is so good is because Christopher Judge gives such a good performance as Kratos, and they have such good, you know, they've done some incredible rating for him, a really good story, you know, all that good shit. But there's just none of that from the Destined one at all. And yeah, you could argue that Sekiro from the titular game is in a similar, but how did I end up down here again? Is kind of similar. He's a bit of a blank slate, but he still has moments of, you know, he at least, you know, he talks, he emotes, he has these little moments. So his stoicism is still sort of undercut by like the odd bit of emotional vulnerability. Are you kidding me? This is fucking boiling me alive as well. Oh, that's not good. I have a feeling this is not a good place to be fighting this guy. Can I lure him onto, like, better terrain? Gather the figs. That's all we're here for. I feel like I need some kind of fire-resistant potion. Fire dates, I should say. Shit. So close there. I think I can take him. Just some body cooling powder. We're all good. Actually, short duration after activation, burn immunity. This might be one of those few times where the fireproof mantle is like super useful. Ow, bastard. I want to get him out of the way first. I want to get these guys out of the way first, just so I'm not being interrupted, at risk of being interrupted. Oh, I can stop. That attack is so crap, man. Wow. The difference. Honestly, the major difference there was just in using the powder, the cooling powder. One chief. Comes to spoiled Red Boy the most. Flaming Mountains. Has to be the keeper, however, Red Boy didn't always appreciate it, much like his parents, the Bull King and Lady Rakshasi's, who took the keeper's efforts for granted. After all, he was not one of the family, and regardless of how much effort he put in to others, he was still an outsider. One day, Red Boy demanded to have a flint vanguard, modelled after the stone vanguard of Yellow Wind Ridge. The Bull King and Lady Rakshasi did not favour the plan, but the keeper immediately agreed, fearing that just a stone vanguard wouldn't be enough to entertain Red Boy. He went ahead and created more rockguys. Among them was a giant rockguy with arms and legs strong enough to support its massive body. The giant rockguy was more formidable than the others, usually lying dormant in the River of Fire. It only emerged when summoned by its master or when powerful enemy intruded. Red Boy didn't like these rockguys the keeper had created, without his permission, and mostly visited only the Flint Vanguard. Since Red Boy lived with Lady Rakshasi in the Emerald Hall, the keeper stationed these rockguys in Furnace Valley. Later, when Red Boy besieged Flaming Mountains, these rockguys from the River of Fire proved to be quite helpful. inevitably leading to some speculation over the keeper himself. Oh. It's a worm. A worm pelting me with fire. Flameling. Something I do need to do, and I don't know if I'll just do it during my game dev stream or not. It's certainly an option. Is the replacement stat tracking app. Why am I fighting this guy? I really don't need to be. But I'm choosing to regardless. Ow. Ow! Oh, this guy's causing more trouble than the Flint Chief did. Take the hits. There we go. Yeah, because the app, I mean, the app's kind of, there's sort of two parts to it. There's the usability side, which honestly, like at the moment, the app is currently entirely command line based, but making it into like just using SFML just because that's what I've got easy access to. Although, does it really need all the SFML nonsense? I think honestly, it's not the worst thing in the world to have. Just, you know, package up an app that literally just has the SFML library in it. It's like not difficult to do at all. Just use pre-make and everything to set it up, and then yeah, just create like a visual app that effectively an application app that is just the ImGUI window. Doesn't even need to be like all that fancy. Like it doesn't need to be a full sort of multi-library thing. It can just like include pre-make. Include SFML. I can't remember what I changed about my SFML. Doesn't even need to include the modifications I made for my personal project. Just needs to include ImGUI. Yeah, it needs to include SFML, ImGUI, SFML. I mean, it could just include RES, well, why not? Nice. And then, like, the old one could get, I guess, retired. I mean, do I just I could replace the old one, I guess, but, just, like, move it into a folder called deprecated or something, and just, yeah. I'm just kind of talking to myself at this stage. You know? Angle thread. Ooh, lots of crafting. Good.
住手！死便死了，只求死的结局。能挡住这鬼车，也算值得。 若不能救我脱身于阴鬼之术，
This evolution walk.
就走吧。
Okay. Let's keep pulling it and see what happens.
生者死之根，
Careful, it's like
死者生之根。我是错信了那妖仙。既已好言相告，就此别过吧。我只求死后安宁，不愿做浑噩之鬼。
We're just not going to listen to this guy.
此刻你强取此变，我必魂飞魄散，万万不可！苦海无边，唯有放下。你不去超度那至阴之躯，我已无法解脱。
Oh, okay. I clearly need to do something before I can finish this little
你不
bit.
去超度那至阴之躯，我已无法解脱。
You're kidding me. There's no way a mushroom man could survive down here in the fire. So yeah, maybe before the next game dev stream, I could set up the project. I mean, bloody hell, the stream could just be me setting it up. Do I want to set up a project for something that I may be taking a break from? It may end up being something that makes more sense to work on in the background. But at the same time, I feel like if it's a more visual use tool, it might have value to others as well. Misty Cloud, Cloudy Mist, great names.
擅闯娘娘进宫者，杀！别抢我的风！里面个气饭烧他！
Ow, ow. Come on. These bosses are incredibly annoying. Yeah, they kind of suck. Cloudy... What was that? Cloudy mist. Mist. Dumb. Dumb boss. Oh, I need, in my person, if I was to make the thing, I'd also need the JSON parser as well. So yeah, there's a few things I'd need in order to make it, but I think if I was to set it up, I would set the project up outside of stream, because that would be a very dull stream otherwise. Watching me try and fail to set the project up. Well, maybe I can do it after this stream. That'd be fun. Saw the guy fucking vanish there. Nice. Fuck, they killed me even quicker that time. Yeah, these guys suck. Big time. I should probably lurk in this, shouldn't I? There we go. As I think about the tool like requirements, because at the moment everything is just, as I said, everything is done. For anyone who's never seen it, it's literally just command. It's just literally just knowing command orders and, like, you know, all sorts of stuff like that. It's not great. And it's very not user friendly. So I think if I wanted to make a better one, using like Imgui would be nice, because as far as I'm aware, Imgui works in release, and then it doesn't really matter if it doesn't. But yeah, all you would need is to just like run the file. It would, in theory, have everything in a single JSON, although that could get pretty nuts. It does need to spit out the text formatting as well, but that's also fine. Bad start. That shouldn't have hit me. God, I hate these guys. How I failed to dodge all of that. Nice. Get fucked. Get in the bin. As soon as there's only one left, it becomes a lot easier. Look, oh, fucking look at them. They're absolutely ruining him. Horrible. Horrible boss. Oh wow, I got 5 sparks, really. I don't think I want to read about these two. They suck. Once upon a time, there were 3 Yaguais who shared a single body. They aspired to earn the title of mountain deity, and thus, with their bribe paid, they targeted a blind mountain deity of Mount Hao to take his place. Although the mountain god was blind, his hearing was exceptionally sharp. He was highly skilled in the art of smoke and fire, able to release smoke to conceal his movements. Whenever the 3 Yaguais came to provoke him, he would immediately vanish into hiding. One time, the three Yaguais combined their powers to emit a sweeping flash of lightning, forcing the mountain deity out of hiding. The mountain deity cried out, waving his incense sticks wildly. The three Yaguais, being clumsy, couldn't dodge and got hit. Seeing their clothes catch fire, the three Yaguais forgot about the mountain deity and started blaming each other. As they quarreled, a burst of laughter echoed from the cliff. The young boy with red skin and white hair sat there, watching them as if enjoying the show. Embarrassed and angry, the three Yaguais and the mountain deity temporarily set aside their differences and attacked the young boy. The boy, finding it amusing, wielded a sharp spear and sparred with them. Unexpectedly, the mountain deity's smoke perfectly concealed the clumsy body of the three Yaguais, while the Yaguai's lightning provided opportunities for the mountain deity to attack. Together they managed to fight the young boy for several rounds. It wasn't until the boy used his Samadhi fire, fell to the ground begging for mercy. Then Red Boy told them, "From now on, these 600 miles of mountains are mine. You will follow me and become my captains." From then on, the three Yaguais were given a new name, Cloudy Mist, and the blind mountain deity was named Misty Cloud. They continued to serve Red Boy as a team, but their deep-seated animosity remained unresolved, leading to frequent quarrels that persisted to this day. Oh. Was he actually there, or...? I don't remember seeing Horseman. There's something blue over there. Oh, it's the shield man. Oh, he's guarding the chest as well, nice. Fuck, that hurts. To be fair, he is a blue spirit enemy, so I'm not surprised it hurts. Nice. Get fucked. Just collecting spirits that I'll never use because the one I've got is perfect. Earth Rakshasa. Celestial ribbon. I do like a celestial ribbon. So many materials, so much to craft. Self-advance. We do like Strand. I'm gonna go that. We'll take that as well. We'll just go full big duplicate energy. I am tempted to see how the duplicates go about casting those abilities. says Horseman is here, but I don't see him unless he is like trapped inside the cart, which is admittedly a possibility. I'm surprised that an enemy that drops a mind core respawns. To be fair, that is the voice of what is the story for this game? Black Myth Man. Amber. Okay, I think it seems like I do need to like defeat a boss. Ooh, I'd break. I'm hoping that there's going to be like a checkpoint fairly soon. Get wrecked, mate. Maybe like a bit beyond where we fought those guys. There'll be a checky point that we can rest at. And I can take the first break. And look, there's the checkpoint. Let's just be greedy first. Because why not? What if the iron bowl? Celestial. Ooh. We do like a bit of extra mana. It's funny that it is just sort of giving it to us rather than making us sort of go hunting for it. It's like right there. That's kind of that's quite good. Oh, we can craft a new weapon. Well, not yet. We need more Samadhi fire crystals and 2 more gold tree cores. Oh lord. Stamina with mud. We decided the centipede armor is better, didn't we? Mod that stains upon detransformation and existing spirit skills grants considerable damage. Interesting. Store, sell. Store, buy. Ooh. Some pretty good selection there. Always worth having that stuff. Any medicines worth making just now? Honestly, not a bad shout, having some of those. Licorice. Stamina, maximum health. That's a large amount of focus. Increases attack for a long duration. It's pretty cool. Might as well make a bunch. We don't need anti-miasma powder just now. So it gains a considerable amount of might. Pretty cool. Okay, ad's about to start, so I'll rest up here and then I'll be right back in 3 minutes time. Burb. And we're back. Ooh, big fiery palace. I'm just in my head now going over how I'd potentially structure the yeah, how I'd potentially structure the game, the app, because I think I could do a lot more granularity with it with a lot more ease. So like having concepts like being able to break things down by like so rather than at the moment, for example, levels, in order to make like do like level based stuff like in say Bolt Gun or Resident Evil, that was just they were treated as bosses, which isn't great if the levels then also have bosses in them. So what you could theoretically do is you could have, like, I could then expand that a bit more and have, like, you know, okay, so you've got a game, so I think, yeah, I think that would be what it would be. I'd define it by game first of all, and then within a game you'd have playthroughs. Within a playthrough you would have levels, and that level could just be the game, you know, if it's like a game without really a defined level setup. But, you know, you could also make that it's like, you know, for, say, Elden Ring, for example, it could be like, you know, DLC versus, you know, base game versus DLC, for example. And then within those, you have bosses. And it just adds that extra bit of granularity. And then the output data could be, like, very dependent. It's like, oh, okay. Like, you could even just have, like, settings saying bull uses levels, for example. And then, like, I'm not thinking about the bot, about how the bot would retrieve that data just yet. Like, I imagine it'd be something similar where it could just search through everything and find stuff. I'm sure that would be fine. You know, you could also do things like you know, have alias names when that comes in. So, you know, for example, if you have like something that, you know, you kind of want to be searchable, like a good example would be to say Dark Souls 3. You'd want to be able to say, okay, it's called Dark Souls 3, but it's called Dark Souls III technically. But, you know, you could make it searchable as Dark Souls 3. Again, like, yeah, it would give you as much granularity as you wanted. These are big boys. Bloody hell. What are these things called? Bull governors. Not governors, governors. You know, we're going to speak in... British. Not that I would normally speak. Not that I ever aim to speak super British. On account of being a Scot and all that, but it's funny sometimes. Potentially like set up like, I don't know, like a boss list importer as well. That could be cool. So you know, you just have like a plain text file with a boss name on every line, and it sort of goes through it line by line and just imports that as a boss. Lots of bull there. Fine gold thread. Perfect for armor upgrades. What's this?
千秋万岁后，谁知荣与辱？但恨在世时，你身上怎么破烂留丢一葫芦？还去换个中看的来与我对饮。
Sword of Dracos. Hello, hello, hello. How are you
千秋
doing?
万岁后，但恨你身上怎么破烂留丢一葫芦？还去换个中看的来与我对饮。
What? He doesn't like my gourd. Does he like this gourd more? Dynamite. It is. Oh, it is absolutely fucking roasted. Okay, but this guy doesn't like my gourd. Oh yeah, no, I'm like, I've got a little desk fan running, and I have a feeling that my main fan is going to be running when I try and get to sleep tonight, because. Ooh, lad, it is indeed a scorcher's day. Having them cast Immobilize is actually wild. I love that guy's a lesser Yao Guai. When did Scotland get so hot? I have no idea when Scotland got so hot, to be perfectly honest. No idea at all. Yeah, just out of, as always, out of curiosity. Ooh, you're a streamer. How did you come across my stream? Out of interest? Because you've not been here before, have you? I'm not misremembering because you've like name changed or something. I'm so bad sometimes with names, so I apologize if you have been here previously and I'm just being an idiot. Please call me out and say that. I give full permission. Never been here. Okay, cool. I was like. Just because obviously, like, the Scottish part, obviously, like, my thing says Scottish in it, so I can understand that bit, but I was just like, wait, am I suddenly now treating somebody who has definitely been here before, as if they've never been here before. So yeah, no, sorry, I just found you. Oh, I appreciate it. That's cool. Welcome in, welcome in. Just playing some Black Myth Wukong. Thinking about. Thank you for the follow. That's awesome. Thinking, playing this, and then also thinking about a tool. I want improvements to the tool that I use for my death tracking. Because at the moment I put it out there to be public, but I mean, no one's downloaded it. It's not that it's that widely advertised, but also it's not a particularly nice interface. Because it's all text-based, so I'm thinking of like how I can make like a sort of button input field-based tool for just adding new bosses and shit. Yeah, how you been? Hope your week's been good, apart from the absolute scorcher of a day that we have been having to deal with. I am not built for hot weather at all. I mean, this country in general isn't, but I fucking love the cold. Like, I have it, like, to put into context how much I like the cold, I have a desk fan on during winter. Because I like the cool air blowing into my face, even when it's Arctic outside. So that's how much I like the cold, so you can imagine how bad I am when it comes to just actual regular old heat. It's not good. We are going bully mode. Scottish we used to go. Yes, we are. Well, I guess like people who are more recent, you know, I guess younger Scots maybe less so. You know, I remember a time when Scotland used to be cold, you know, in the before times. Back when we got snow. I mean, we get snow a little bit. I wonder how much would it cost to actually kit my flat out with aircon, proper aircon. Ooh, we're in cicada mode.
火焰山这场劫，气禀善的，怕是救不了。
母亲，女儿求求你了，再这么拖下去，哥哥的凶性一发，父王怕是必死无疑啊！
你是当真关心那放荡老牛？别以为做娘的不知你那点小心思。
Oh, it's that fox
难
girl
保
we
不
met
是盼望
earlier.
我们都气死了，好与你哥哥在这山中逍遥快活。
母亲冤枉！若不是心忧父王安危，我何苦找到上仙，一起来这里央求？
狐狸精就是狐狸精。
Melting. Which city are you based in? If you don't mind, if that's too, if you don't want to give away that info, that's fine.
我是父王的亲生骨肉。
Oh, you're Dundee. I'm Dundee as well. Yes, Dundee has been absolutely fucking scorching today, hasn't it?
扇子的事我意已决，当时多造的孽缘，如今不配自怜。反倒是你，
It's always good to meet a fellow Dundonian.
是何缘由啊？
师姐，这是你的家事。 为界外人，本不便知会。但平儿找到我说，天命人已经到了火焰山。
天命，
This boy's a handsome lad.
听老天命令。
Destined one who doesn't even know what he's destined for. Would be useful to know.
他的真实来历，你我皆知。届时，你的儿女也好，丈夫也罢，连上这罗刹宝地。 都难逃灰飞烟灭。
一颗身不由己的棋子来了又有何惧？ 我说老牛与孩儿，我那芭蕉扇也不是吃素。
他前脚得知身世，天命
Like,
人
are,
后
are
脚
these
就逃
folks just not aware of what's been going down in other parts of the world, in other parts of the country?
不觉得诡异吗？
绅士，
Just gonna go on Phasma,
什么
so I
绅
better
士？
head over. Nice meeting
你
you
们在
too.
说
Thank you
谁
for the follow. Hopefully see you again
我
soon.
听闻剩余几个遗物，都已落入天命人之手。师姐，
Yeah, see, this guy
事已至
knows.
此
This guy knows the
你
score.
还不明白吗？是谁让他回来的？那些东西当真是修炼至宝？
He knows what we've been up
只
to.
怕我们一个个自作聪明，到头来
Schemes and plots are the same thing.
反倒成了助他还魂
Tyrion
的祭
Lannister.
品。我不在意别人死活，我从来都只在意你一个人。不如我们两个一起走吧。当年在上面我如何待你，今后也会如何待你。
师弟，到了这种时候，竟只有你还挂念着我。我一下没了主意。来，坐上来，与我细说。
母亲，不可信他，这厮面露奸相，定有轻薄之意。淫贼，我是白瞎了请你救人，你竟趁人之危，你敢！
长辈们说话，轮不到一个庶女弄舌。我与你母亲相识的时候，你那父王大约还套着牛梭子，不知在哪里离地呢。
淫贼，下贱！母亲别信他。
一边清静清静。
Oh. Okay.
这才好些。师姐，下界之后，小仙还
We're
从
getting an
没
awful lot of
这
it.
种
We've
情
been
况
getting more and more sort of exposition
师
for
弟，
the sort of end of
这
chapter
些年，
bosses.
其实我也很怀
As we've
念
been
宫
going
里
along.
的日子。
这是何物？
猪蹄还能是什么？再不醒醒，你要扑上来啃一口了！
杀我也，气杀我也！好个阿杂东西，竟敢化作师姐模样炸我！
老朋友，见什么外呢？咱俩携手剿灭狐狸洞的日子，我老朱也想念他紧呐。
狡猾东西，亏我一片诚心，竟着了你这恶心手段！
扯什么淡？这一路的阴兵诡将，以为老朱看不出是谁的杰作？哟，神职，你也到了，正好正好，与叔叔一起会会这坏了纲常的滥淫贱货。
孽畜！这么多年了，还是妖性难移。我这斗帅宫的无根水一旦落了地，看你还如何放肆！曾经我助你等西行，今日不妨
Ooh,
再次
I like this boss arena.
无上如来为道，无成尊。
Where's he gone? Why is frame rate doing so badly? Because like the further into the game we're getting, the worse the frame rate's been getting. What is this yin and yang bar as well? Just noticed as like a status effect. Okay, it doesn't seem to be properly yin and yang. Some kind of status effect. Oh! Ooh. Horsey boy. Oh no.
阴阳之道，一向一备；天地之道，一升一降。今日就拿你这毛贼喂喂我的阴阳鱼。
这家子真不知礼数，弄这么条小鱼儿，还不够请咱吃饭的。
Oh no! Are we on our own now for phase 2? Let me heal. Oh, shoot. Insufficient mana. This is a terrible time to cast this ability. Stay still, for God's sakes. I don't know what being yin-yang means, but... mean I'm taking more damage from the Yang part, the Yang attacks? Oh, okay.
身世之谜已揭，
It's been revealed.
红孩儿是不会善罢甘休的。你眼里这地府天幡，不过是人家案板上一碗冷饭。
So we fought Horseman, so maybe now we can go and interact with Horseman. I mean, I think we can go and interact with him.
老朱才刚打了个盹儿，少少端通这等猖狂，以前也是个清白出身。说起来，都是大师兄造的孽。
哦，
命不好就罢了，又爱上了不该爱的人。你从这边上去看看有无通路，我再去四处找寻找寻。老娘虽然跑了，难说宝贝还在山内。
Celestial Ribbon. Loon Balm. Yin Yang Taoist robes. The galaxy was clear and the sky was spotless. That night a young Taoist boy sat by the furnace, fanning the fire. Feeling drowsy, he was about to sneak in a nap when he suddenly heard a soft laugh. Looking up, he saw his master standing at the door with a girl, watching him doze off. He quickly straightened his clothes and stood up to apologize. Contrary to his unusual stern demeanor, the master did not scold him. Instead, he called the boy over and briefly introduced the newcomer, instructing them to guard the furnace together from now on. Finally, he said lightly, "She is your senior. You may call her Rakshasi." At first, the young Taoist boy was delighted to have a companion, but upon hearing the news the newcomer was a senior, he felt displeased. As soon as the master left, he decided to make things difficult for her. Handing her the fan, he said, "The furnace is now your responsibility. It's only right that the older one does the work, isn't it, my senior?" The girl did not argue and simply smiled. "Indeed, my junior. You may go rest." The next day, when the master ascended the altar, the girl approached. The young Taoist boy thought she was going to complain, but instead she said, "Master, as a new disciple, it is only right that I fan the fire. However, the fan my junior gave me is a bit small and not very handy." The master glanced at the young Taoist boy and smiled. "If that's the case, I'll make a new one for you. You may as well wield it as a nice vessel." The young Taoist boy had not expected his usually strict master to be so kind to the girl. Gradually, he began to see her in a new light. From then on, they practiced together. He discovered the girl was adept in both Buddhist and Taoist teachings. No matter what scripture the master taught, she could always engage in discussion, whereas he often struggled to keep up, both in speech and thought. Later, when the furnace was kicked over, he was severely punished by the master, while the other disciples looked on coldly. It was only the senior who volunteered to descend to the mortal realm to help him. In the mortal realm, he learned that his senior had her own cave dwelling and a group of loyal followers. The master had even granted her the title of Earthy Immortal as compensation. Sometime later, the master arranged for her to marry a Yaoguai king in the mortal realm. Though he felt a bit melancholic, he understood that he was ultimately unworthy of her, no matter how many dirty tasks he had done for the master. In the master's eyes, he would never be a match for her. What Yaoguai king did I kill? Oh, the yin-yang fish as well. In the South Sea, there is a fish over 6 meters long. Its dorsal fin resembles a blade and can change colour at will. Whether white or black, this fish can fly into the sky, creating massive winds and waves as tall as mountains. Each time the fish appears, the village suffers from a plague. Once, a fisherman returning from his catch encountered an elderly man who could barely walk. Despite his frailty, the old man carried a heavy, tattered bundle filled with scrolls. Exhausted and without money to pay for a boat ride, he struggled along the riverbank. The kind-hearted fisherman, seeing the old man's plight, offered him a free ride across the river and even gave him 2 fresh fish for a meal. Grateful, the old man performed a divination on the spot and said, "In a few days, a young man wearing a bamboo hat and a white robe will pass by. Under no circumstances should you let him come to your village. On the day he arrives, do not conduct any business on the river, or you will lose your life. After delivering these cryptic words, the old man vanished from the boat, leaving the fisherman both astonished and frightened, yet he etched the old man's warning deep into his heart. A few days later, while fishing, he indeed saw a man on the riverbank who matched the old man's description exactly. The man, claiming to be weary from his travels, asked the fisherman if he could take him to the nearby fishing village to rest. The fisherman initially wanted to refuse, but then decided to take the man to a neighbouring village downstream instead. After dropping the man off, the fisherman docked his boat and dared not return to the river. At that moment, the man pulled a black bowl from his sleeve and threw it into the river. As soon as the bowl hit the water, a massive pitch-black fish emerged, and a fierce storm erupted with waves surging sky-high. The fisherman fled without looking back. Sometime later, he heard that a severe plague had struck the neighbouring village, killing many people. Initially feeling a sense of relief, he soon learned that refugees from the neighbouring village had brought the plague to his own village, and they too were not spared. What goes around comes around, man. We'll find the rest point, and then we can check out this new drink that we got. So hard. It's great. Huge fan of whatever ass is doing that. Could very much do without that, actually. That sudden cut in the lighting level, that's great. This one's relentless. Yeah, I need to bail, actually. I can't kill this thing. Oh, it's not going to let me bail. Jeez, okay. Boss near Crimson Silver Heart. Oh wait, it was literally just there. Okay. I literally just used that just so I could get through it quickly. I'm gonna rest actually and check the other stuff. Rest and then brew. I want to see what the brew options are. Get 4. It's 35% grants a considerable amount of chi. 30% maximum considerably increases damage executed by next attack. Ooh. Laurel, Tiger, Bee Mountain Stone. Defense, shock resistance, poison resistance. Massive increased health recovery when using the gourd at critical health. Full health, the gourd recovers moderate amount of mana. Fire. Moderately extends the duration of duplicates for the next block of many for a short duration. Kind of like that. So it doesn't recover as much. It's 30% down from 35, which I may feel, but we do get the extra benefits. It's weird that I've only got 2 of those charms. It kind of almost bears the question, like, what's the bloody point of them?
千秋万岁，敢恨在你身上怎么破烂流丢一壶？
I mean, it makes sense. Like, I've still got the same gourd. Alright, let's go see Horseman. Hopefully Horseman has something for us. At least that didn't really do much to us. Oh, rest in peace now. Urge unfulfilled. In darkness, cunning change doth prove, slow of step, yet resolute. Not until horse squire, immune to thunder damage, inflicting thunderbane on the enemy. Focus build up before transformation can be converted for use after. Ma Tianba. Ma Tianba was originally named Ma Air. Flaming mountains were scorching hot all year round, with not a blade of grass growing around. Anyone attempting to cross the mountains, even if they had the head of iron and body of steel, would melt into a puddle. Despite this, some merchants, driven by a lure of profit, attempted to cross the mountains to trade horses in the west. Yet upon setting foot in the Flaming Mountains, they were beset by guais. None survived except for one horse, which bolted and ran for 60 miles after sensing the danger. Exhausted and thirsty, it collapsed at the gate of a cottage. An old man named Zhu, who lived alone in the cottage, took pity on the horse. He took it in, fed it, and cared for it. Gradually, the horse regained its strength and grew robust. The horse was intelligent and always responded to the old man's kindness with grateful neighs. The old man, seemingly able to understand the horse, said, "I was the eldest in my family. If you wish to join me, you should be called Ma-Er, as my second brother." The old man treated Ma-Er with genuine affection, often going hungry himself to ensure Ma-Er was well fed. Ma-Er took note of this and remembered it in his heart. The Flame Mountains were in perpetual drought, and without the plantain fan, there was no spring to sow and no autumn to harvest. Moreover, Zhu was getting on in years. One day, as he was feeding Ma-Er as usual, he suddenly collapsed by the stable. Seeing this, Ma-Er hoisted the old man onto his back and galloped towards the plantain cave in the Emerald Mountain. He ran non-stop for over 770 miles. Yet by the time they reached the Emerald Mountain, the old man had already passed away. Heartbroken, Ma-Er refused to return to the cottage and began wandering the mountains. Seeing Ma-Er's gentle nature, the Yaoguais in the mountain often bullied him. Ma-Er endured their taunts and jests, never getting angry or speaking back. Homeless and unbannered, he lived this way for many days, his once robust body growing thin again. One day, as he was scavenging along the mountain path for scraps discarded by lesser Yaoguais, he saw an old bull sleeping by the roadside, with fire burning on his fur. Alarmed, Ma-Er tried to wake the bull, but to no avail. With no other choice, Ma-Er hoisted the old bull onto his back and ran towards the plantain cave. Along the way, somehow, the Yaoguais, seeing Ma-Er as carrying a burning bull, were furious. They shouted and attacked, but Ma-Er ignored them, charging ahead, sustaining many injuries. It was only when they finally reached the plantain cave that Ma-Er realized the burning bull was the Bull King, who had got drunk somewhere with friends and was now in a deep sleep. With a few calls from Rakshasi, the Bull King was startled awake from his drunken stupor. Seeing the battered Ma-Er, the Bull King laughed heartily. "Oh, you are one tough horse. From now on, join my banner, and you shall be named Ma Tianba." Thus, Ma-Er became Ma Tianba. He trained and practiced martial arts under the Bull King, growing stronger and eventually becoming a great general under the Bull King's command. At what point did he go from being a horse to being like a horse Yaoguai? I feel like that's an important detail. You know? Oh, do I have a new curio? When at full health, significant. Oh! Look at all these spirits that I don't use. When health is above half, the destined one is in a yang state, which moderately reduces damage taken but disables critical hits when health is below half. Massive increase. Oh. Cool concept. Makes sense. I want to see what this transformation looks like. Frost, Umbral Abyss. Dark Thunder. Archer Square. Transformation of the spell can be released with raise the whip scale to a thrilled state. Conceptually interesting. Definitely worth trying on a boss, on any bosses we encounter. like the one we'll be encountering soon. Soon TM, I guess. Ooh, is that a meditation spot over there? It is. Lovely. Very relaxed. Alright, so we need to... That might... We're gonna pump that up a little bit. Purely because I think it means that we can last longer in the transform state. Don't know what's snoozing, but it's giving me the fear. It's sneakily tucked away. Slumbering beetle husk. Using the gourd model that reduces cooldown for all spells but impairs movement. Worth thinking about. I wouldn't call it a write-off though. Ability. Certainly warrants consideration. Ow, bastard. That's on me. I should have just released it at 2. Bloody hell, I am doing a terrible job here. Oh. Another curio. White seashell waste. Slightly increases attack. Honestly? I'll take it, in fact. Successful hits with a light attack. No, I do like that. It sounds like it was sort of fucking running towards me, didn't it? Oh, even repelling this. Wait, why didn't it summon anybody? You have to stand in front of it, otherwise he does that bullshit. Just one more hit. No. Stupid boss. Stupid dumbass boss. But hey, we got the kill. Hopefully there's a checkpoint coming up because the ad break's about to start again, and then we'll do the ad break and then come back for another half hour or so of gameplay. There must be an alley out of here, actually. Looks like the path finishes up fairly soon. We'll come up here and we'll meet Sleeping Beauty. I do love when that attack. Oh. Yeah, we are just heading along this path. Oh look, a checkpoint. Perfect. And we can come back and investigate Sleeping Beauty. Right after the break. Yeah, it's at its top, it's at its peak. Nearby foes and production attacks. Store, buy. Anything worth anything to buy? Nope. Anything to sell. Okay, cool. I'll be back in a few minutes again. See you soon, folks. And we're back. As I crack another can open. Oh, okay. Ooh, hello. That is Big Temple. I wonder if this is a mini-boss. Oh, look at this. Ooh, we got headgear. Earth Spirit Cap. We gotta check that out. I just wanna... Oh, okay. Nine Cap. Orange. Let's have a look at this headgear. Big poison resist. Slowly lose health, but massively increase health recovery when using... That is hideous. Holy fuck. I like the idea. Look, another meditation point. Oh. There's the... That must be the Bull King. Well, you know, no reason to assume it's not the Bull King. Am I going to have to fight that thing? Because it's pretty big. Yeah, spark. So I just want to see, how many meditation spots is that then? 3 out of 4. So we have to run like all the way around the temple basically. Yeah, that's our path before us. Onward. I wonder if I can hit it when it's sort of stopped there. gonna get start. Beyond this rock here. Just go all the way beyond. Unless it keeps moving. Unless it. Yeah, okay, it does. Get fuck-a-doodle dude. Still need to find a crevice to hide in. What is that? Have I really fought one of those before? Ascension powder. Or another ascension powder, I guess. Whew. Alright, that's my next target there. Nope. Fuck's sakes, man. Couldn't see, so I didn't want to risk it.
猴哥哥，快来快来，我在这里！扇子我找着了，你看。母亲大抵是左右为难，才逆了行踪，却把扇子留了下来。 只是这大铁球滚来滚去，不见消停。幸好猴哥哥及时赶到，你且助我引开它，我好举扇灭火。
小狐狸，这当真是芭蕉扇？
放心放心，母亲曾教过我使用口诀，一扇下去便知真假。
那老牛哼哼的十分虚切，估着只剩半口气了。老猪姑且信你一次，尽点力气挡住那铁球，你趁机使出扇子。
Cool, okay, we just get there and Baji does all the work. We love him for that. Oh no!
猪八戒皮糙肉厚，死不掉的。
Okay.
先随我一起去救父亲要紧。
Let's go save your da. He doesn't look like he's having a great time up there. He's kind of just... Well, I don't know. He's not really giving off the I'm dying vibes. He's more giving off the I'm just fucking chilling vibes. I guess the sounds are a bit pained. Brew. What's the new brew we got? I have a vague feeling we might need this whilst we're up. At the very least, even when we're up here, it's probably useful to have. There's not been a super high concentration of enemies in this
天命人我带来了。
chapter.
哥哥不在，父亲可把那东西交还于他。此物一旦物归原主，哥哥自然死心，火焰山的结束也便解了。
好个破猢狲，怎么作死都死不干净啊！可惜来的不是时候。
父亲糊涂了吗？小女把天命人带来救你了。
是糊涂了，可眼没糊涂。你不是我女儿。
父亲此话从何说起？频频吃尽千辛万苦，寻了人灭了火，不就是为了回到父亲这里？
Now, is she lying or is he senile? Is the question. Oh, cheap viewers. Love cheap viewers.
把眼也戳下好了，免得见你作怪。
莫急呀，老畜生，一会儿就碎了。
枉我卖弄这般手段，
Red. Oh, it's Red
没
Boy.
意思，真没意思。不如都杀了利索。我打扮做那小妖精，自问一般无二。你是怎么看穿的？
他不像你，面上敬我，心里一点儿不惧。
原来如此，少不得要再把那小贱人抓回来，好好耍子一番。不过，眼下先把你们两个好兄弟烧成灰葬在一起，闲情雅致，时候多的是。
fucking kilt, man. Oh, I'm not sure I like this. Bloody hell. This fight's really cool. Come on. This is where it turns out you have a second phase as well. Oh, no? No. No achievement pings. I don't trust that.
哪里就家破人亡。小儿虽一时落败，但精气未散，只怕不过半晌，还能站起来。 这东西我得来后，
Good for you, man. That's disgusting.
无人知晓。
I wonder how this guy pierced his ears. Like, who had a big enough fucking thing to actually pierce? Do you have to sort of lie down and have someone?
怕战，怕死，怕老婆，
Fear of my wife.
怕儿子，所以我不敢吃。他来要，我更不敢给。 狗屁天命，都是苦命。且莫信了这些方便，此番能否再修正果？全凭之前因缘造化。
多亏这张地契符，那土地老儿虽然技不如人，也算死得其所。
Uh-oh. Are we gonna have to now fight phase 2, Red Boy? That may be for next stream. Fucking king, man. Holy shit. Could we just play as Baji for the fight? Ooh. Yaksha King. Now I don't know if I'll have to fight Red Boy again if I lose. Or if I just fight Yaksha King. Holy shit. We are suddenly entering into cool boss territory.
我说怎么删了没下一滴雨？原来一直是你这憨儿在捉弄我。牛哥，捞出来吃一步，对不住。臭小子，叔叔今日就带你父母执行家法。下胡子。
Fuck! Shit, okay. Consider it mercy. Alright, now the question is, do we have to fight Red Boy again? Or do we just go straight into Yaksha King? We'll find that out and then, because I think if it's just Yaksha King, we can maybe have another... Okay, yeah, so I'm going to fight... Okay, so we defeated Red Boy. That's cool. Boss. Defeat. Boss. New. Yaksha King. Oops. New. Yaksha King. We've had a death to him.
什么怨仇？他的刺给叔叔下酒。
Oh! Oh, nice hit, nice hit, nice hit. Oh no. Oh no. Shit. I think we can do this. Something as well I think I want to do. What's this? I think it's doable. Assuming he's only got one phase. What I might do is I might open with this. We go in with Horse Boy. Okay, I think maybe we'll leave it for next stream. Pretty rough. But yeah, we don't want to use the horsepower until maybe a bit later on. Use that as like a gambit. Alright. I guess we can use the landing screen for this. You know, makes sense to do it here. 6795, that's a nice death count. Anyway, we'll finish up there, end the recording.